Hi, I'm Tamara Lackey, and on this powerful and emotional episode of reDefine Show, I speak with Jaleel King about his experience of being shot by a neighbor at the age of 8 years old, and how living in a wheelchair has affected his photography, not just his art and his work, but also as a possible bridge to a kind of forgiveness most of us wouldn't even consider. Check out this incredibly inspiring episode. So in terms of what your plans are from here, like what are the things that you want to be doing going forward? You're obviously teaching.
Yeah, I'm teaching.
Inspiring, and you are.
I mean, I enjoy the teaching. A lot of people have done a lot of things for me, whether just by being, being available for conversation. I mean, there's times I've called, hit Matthew up and he's hitting me back. Little things like that
Matthew
have been.
Smith?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, those types of things have kind of been important to me. So for me, I do my best to pass that forward.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting thing to be an inspiration because, from my perspective, I'm living my life.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of people who aren't in my situation who are walking zombies because they don't know what that means. You know what I mean? And so by doing it, I do the best I can. Times I fall short. You know what I mean? And I think that's what people like about me is that I'm 100% honest about it.
Yeah.
And I do fall short, but then I get back up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then that's the only thing I know how to do. When Mike Albach did the video of me, which kind of really got a lot of things going.
The story of
the story, yeah, it got.
Do you want
so
to do a
much
quick recap for people who don't know your
Yeah.
story?
So, when I was 8 years old, I was shot in the back with a sawed-off shotgun in Philadelphia, which subsequently left me an incomplete paraplegic.
How did that happen again?
We were outside watching somebody light up firecrackers, and the neighbor decided, for whatever reason, to come outside with a sawed-off shotgun. And I don't know. For me personally, I thought I was running one way, but I was running another. And the last thing I know I heard was the shot go off, and I heard myself yell. And then I woke up, in a hospital. I wasn't expected to live.
Yeah.
Like, it was that devastating.
You were 8.
I was 8. I'm not the tallest guy in the world, so you already know I was small 8-year-old. So it was, it was pretty devastating. It was mostly the toll it took on my mom. I think that,
oh my God.
Really kind of irked me the most about the situation because I go through. I barely think about the man who shot me, but at the same time, in a weird way, I have empathy for him, and it's really weird. Because I don't think it was purposeful, but I think it was irresponsible, which is a totally different kind of situation.
Yeah. It's extraordinary that you'd say that and then say, you feel for your mom and you have empathy for him.
Yeah.
But those are your first two things you say.
Yeah. I mean, because it's rough on her, you know what I mean? And it's taken a serious toll on her, mentally, you know what I mean? In a lot of ways. And even part of me, I've been fighting with this for a couple of years now. And I think I'm going to do it because I think it's something I have to do, but I actually want to photograph him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually think I want to photograph him. I've been thinking about it far too long, and I think I really want to do it.
That's powerful.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of figuring out how to get in touch with him. I think my mom knows how to get in touch, at least people who know how to get in touch with him.
And what do you want to convey with that photograph?
That's the question. Because I'm thinking, I want to try to figure out a way to photograph him as well as a part of me. But ultimately, I could make the best of my situation. I could make the worst of my situation. Are there things that I could still be upset about? Yes. Are there things that I am upset about? Yes. But I can't let that dictate every aspect of everything I do.
Right.
Again, I fall short, but the grand scheme of my life, I can't.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I would be playing video games, being miserable. Now, that's not to say I don't enjoy my video games or my anime and my other things that I probably, should do less of. But
eating fast food.
Yeah, well, I've gotten better with that.
That's amazing. I would love to see that effort. That's extraordinary. I think that'd be such a striking statement on so many levels.
I think what I would like to do it as, Jeremy Coward had his brother had passed away I think last year.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. And I remember seeing him right before he had got the news. And I forget who he was with, but he had did another photo, I think previously, of someone passing away, and he had did a photo of, you know, the pain and the anguish of that. And I think for me, as far as shooting the man who shot me, you know, photographically, I would like to photograph him as I talk to him about what happened. And see his, you know, because, you know, I'm a man now. Dealing with him as a child is a whole different ballgame.
Sure.
Versus understanding some of the things I feel like I won't have. But I feel like it's important for some reason to photograph him. Because there was a time where I had a bus accident, and my mom had came to the hospital, and you know, he actually worked at the hospital. And part of the reason why I have empathy for him is because he sat there for a little bit, and he just, I didn't mean, and you just can see it, that in his own way, while his life continued, what he did was not necessarily forgotten. So for me, that's the part that I want to photograph. So when I think about it, that's the part that the empathy, because it's like, I want to hate him, I want to be mad. But then the other part of me says, who would I be? Would I be here, or would I be something else? And clearly in its own way, what happened to me, as odd as it sounds, needed to happen in order for me to touch other people. In other words, to inspire. And it's a hard, hard thing to say because it's responsibility with that. But it is. And part of that was like, even when Mike did that video, 5 days later, I get an email from a guy who was literally writing his suicide note to his family. I mean, it said, your video saved my life. And so clearly there's something going on that it's beyond me and beyond my scope of understanding. And I'm enjoying the ride. And the beautiful thing is I have all these great people around me who, like I said, they're annoying things called friends, who will not let me down for long or let me fall for long. And that's the beautiful thing about it. You know, going out to shoot and having somebody help me, because it is not the most difficult situation, but being there. James Day, when I was in Australia, you know, came over and said, you know, I want you to be a part of this. And we're all on the beach and I'm in the sand and they're photographing and, you know, I want to be your legs, he said to me. And so I got this photo on my Instagram of me on James's back, you know, taking photos of Matt and Katie Ebenezer, you know what I mean, on the beach. And I'm just waiting, like, man, I'm going to take a dive in this water. I'm waiting to fall. I'm just be close enough to grab the camera. I'm okay with getting wet.
Obviously, I think if you were to move forward with that opportunity to photograph him, it would be such a powerful statement about the ability for human beings to forgive.
Right.
Or try.
Try.
Yeah, exactly. And I would really love to see that work.
Yeah.
And hopefully, you know, if you have anybody covering it, I would love to be out there helping cover it too.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to see if I can get that done as well, just because I think it's important. And by doing this is not a thing to vilify whatsoever. I don't want that. That's not at all.
Yeah, that's so clear. Your intention is not that at all. Your intention is as freaking pure as it gets.
Yeah,
clearly.
no, I don't, because I wouldn't shoot him in a vilified way either.
There's nothing about you that says that.
Yeah, no. So I feel like I need it.
Yeah.
And in its own way, I think he may need it. In its weird way.
What you said, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And I mean, there's been times where, you know, he's saw me out on the streets and he's come up to me, and I didn't even know who he was because I don't think about him that much. And he says, it's his name. He says, oh. I say, hey. And I say, hey, as if I don't really know. He's like, no, it's, oh. But he's always caught me on a good day. Never on a bad day where I really want to say, more or less the hell with you.
Yeah. You don't have all that energy.
I don't have the energy.
Yeah.
No, I don't have energy for that.
Where can people go to see more and hopefully look forward to more work?
So Instagram at Jaleel King. I am on Facebook. I kind of suck with social media, I'll be honest with you though. But I'm doing a better job with trying to do a little bit better job at doing it. But then I have a website, JaleelKing.com. I'm in the process of redoing that right now though. But the Instagram stuff, some of the street photography and some of the, some of the portrait stuff. So I plan on going a lot harder once, WPPI is over because I feel like I need to.
Wonderful.
So.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Jaleel, and thank you to Adorama TV.